Hi everybody, I'm Jim Malone, Senior Content Strategist for IDG, and welcome to this live webcast on machine learning driven analytics for smarter IT operations, brought to you by CA Technologies. I want to bring Sudip Datta into the conversation. Sudip, really interested to hear your vision, CA's vision for this.
Absolutely. It is about running smarter, faster IT operations through algorithmic insight. So let's first talk about what CA is up to. Right? CA is in the business of enabling the modern software factory. That is, enabling software right from conception to service delivery. And what this entails is one has to be agile, things have to be automated, things have to be insights driven, and finally, they have to be secure. Let's go through them one by one. In terms of agility, first of all, IT has to respond to the business transformations and the disruptions in business, right? It is imperative that they are agile. And in order for them to be agile, things have to be automated, right? From the development of software, the testing of software, the commissioning of software, pushing them into the production pipeline, the operationalizing of the software. The insights are coming from the different portions of the modern software factory. And these insights, which are signals, essentially signals coming from dev test environments, from production environments, they need to be captured and they need to be transformed into useful information, actionable information. And finally, things have to be secure, right? The operations have to be secure, the development have to be secure, because security in these days is a must-have. It's not a good to have. Today, every business is a software business, whether it is a hospitality chain, whether it is a financial services business, whether it is a restaurante serving pizza, everything is software driven. But this also means that the end user experience matters a lot. So here are a couple of factors. $21 million on average is what enterprises lost per year due to downtime. And today, slow is the new down because 53% of mobile site visitors actually abandon the website if the pages didn't load within 3 seconds. Here we see that the customer satisfaction is inversely proportional to the mean time to resolution, and therefore proactive issue resolution is critical. But it is easier said than done, because most of the times, almost 34% of the times, the issues are identified by end users before IT catches them. And why is that so? Because IT is dealing with a deluge of alarms, and they have to sift through these alarms manually to find out what's important. And 31%, according to a recent survey, happen to be false alarms. And the mean time to resolution is several hours because they now have to correlate information from different logs and different systems and find out the root cause. And why is that so? Because, as David mentioned, there are siloed point tools everywhere, right? Customers have infrastructure management tools, network management tools, application management tools, and more often than not, multiple of these tools for each of these layers, which is providing them with metric information, log information, business data. And what IT is doing today, they are huddling in one room, they're trying to correlate the pieces together, and that leads to reactive triaging and alerting. So what we essentially need is contextual operational intelligence, the context being the problem. When a service is down, a business service is down, all the information pertinent to that service need to be assembled in one single place, whether these information come from logs, from metric data, from business data. And once they're assembled in one single place, which we call the data lake, then there have to be algorithmic insights driven by machine learning that makes the operations seamless and the root cause analysis easy. So what is CA's vision here? What we are offering is operational intelligence. The first phase of operational intelligence starts with data and sentiment processing. The data comes from all these different data sources: the application performance management, infrastructure management, network management, the business tools, the applications, the databases, the systems, the networks, the storage, and last but not the least, the cloud that these systems represent are producing the data that needs to be captured and put in a centralized data lake. Now, once the data is captured, we offer algorithm or operate algorithms on top of the data. The algorithms could be in the form of anomaly detection, could be in the form of pattern detection, and finally remediation, prescriptive remediations for each of these problems. And last but not the least, to close the loop, there has to be an integration with automation. The automation could be simple tasks or complex runbooks. Those could be application tuning or capacity planning, and also could lead into more long-term economics in terms of capacity planning and utilization. Right? This is our pathway to the self-driven data center. Here I'm happy to introduce CA's digital operational intelligence. Let me talk through the architecture. CA's digital operational intelligence is an open standards, open systems based operational data lake which ingests data from multiple sources. CA is already a market leader in application performance management, infrastructure management, and network management. So what we are doing here, we are ingesting metric data, topology data, log data from these diverse data sources and putting it in the data lake. Right? Not only CA's operational tools, but we are capable of ingesting data from third-party sources as well because the API is all open, it's REST-based. Then we have an intelligence layer on top of the data layer. The intelligence layer, the least it offers is unified visualization and correlation. And a lot of customers are seeing value just by aggregating information in one single data lake and being able to visualize those. And on top of that, we apply our machine learning algorithms to offer certain vertical targeted solutions: service analytics, performance and alarm analytics, log analytics, capacity analytics. And last but not the least, there is a seamless integration with the module on the mainframe side, which is mainframe operational analytics, to ingest data and share data with the mainframe operational analytics and provide a single pane of glass for doing analytics right from mobile to mainframe. Let's look at some of the core use cases. First of all, as I said, the IT is drowning in a deluge of alarms. So reduce false alerts through algorithmic noise reduction. Easily predict issues with smarter alarms. Drive faster root cause analysis using all the algorithms that I talked about to arrive at the problem, root cause of the problem that David alluded to. And all these need to be done in a self-learning fashion. There is little manual intervention because the system learns automatically all by itself. And then translate into proactive actions in terms of optimizations of resources with predictive capacity analytics. And last but not the least, as I mentioned, having unified visualization and correlation. So what are the benefits? Here are some of the perceived benefits. It could lead to 60% faster mean time to resolution, 80% better prediction of problems, 80% operational efficiency, and 60% optimization of cost and resources. Finally, why CA? As I mentioned, CA has been a market leader in infrastructure monitoring, application performance monitoring, and network monitoring. So we have experience with diverse data sets. We are collecting this information for years, if not decades, and we can now utilize that information to generate more meaningful and actionable insights. Customers today are looking for out-of-box integrated solution because they do not want to deal with algorithms, they do not want to deal with data collection, reporting, and so on and so forth. And by virtue of being market leaders in monitoring, we have expertise to provide out-of-box content. Customers are looking for open solution. They're looking for robustness, they're looking for open APIs. So this is what the digital operational intelligence brings to the table. It is dealing with multiple data sets, the content is out of box, and it's open. These all lead to comprehensive insight, faster time to value, and your investments are future-proof. Thank you. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Sudip. I want to latch on to one thing you said. You said slow is the new down. That couldn't be more true.